Good afternoon and a warm welcome back to Wembley. If you were with us earlier, you will know that it's the 2022 Pub Cup Finals day here at the National Stadium. You'll also know that the Bull's Head from Kent won the men's competition. Now it's the turn of the women. Lots and lots of teams entered this time, a record number, and we are down to the final two. We have the White Boar from Bury in North Manchester up against the 3 Tons from Needham Market in Suffolk. In true Wembley tradition, here's how those two won through to Wembley.
Everybody sees the Premier League and the level that it's at in the Champions League, but look, this is what football is. This is what it's all about. You know, this is where a lot of the young kids they start and then they go into. So this is football at its purest in a way. They just do it for the love of the game.
The standard has just ramped up massively. They definitely want to win, have been really competitive. But it's also got a big level of skill to it. You can see you've got on the sideline, you've got coaches and managers who are working on things they've worked on in training.
Overlap if you can, Dan. Recover.
We all started playing like this, in teams like this. All of us that made it to the level that we did, we all started in teams like this. Football is everybody's game. That's the beautiful thing about it. And it's obviously with Wembley at stake here in the finals, it's a lot to play for.
Wembley it is. I found these two wandering around outside looking for a game. Unfortunately, they're not allowed to play in the Pub Cup final, but they do have a team each. Farah will be the White Boar from Bury, and Steve, you are the 3 Tons from Needham Market.
Yep.
Now, big day this in some ways, because it's only a few months since on this very pitch your old teammates lifted the trophy.
A massive day, especially for the women. We've just seen the men's Pub Cup, and that was a great final. But I think, the inspiration from the Lionesses in the summer, I think it's even more of an incentive for these women and girls to come out today and enjoy the occasion and, try and do something that the women did in the summer.
You're looking for a cup double.
Yeah.
Your boys, the Bull's Head, carried off the trophy earlier, so you're confident with 3 Tons?
I am, yeah. I mean, we was watching the first game, was with the men's, sitting up there, and we see the girls walking in, and again, their camera phones are out, being at Wembley, soak up the atmosphere and the surroundings, and it's a great event, it's a great place to be. You see them, couldn't wait to get on the pitch. It's been a long qualifying round to get here. There was obviously previously the Swan pub, and then that got shut down. Now they're the 3 Tons. So, listen, they're here to win. The atmosphere looked good in the dressing room. So, fingers crossed for a double for Steve Sidwell.
Honestly, don't build your part, son. Don't build your part. Speaking of which, we sent these two legends into the respective dressing rooms for a chat, starting with Steve, in with the 3 Tons.
For the BT Cup final, I'm with Jess. Ings, I've been told I'm allowed to call you that, it's your nickname, and Varus. Firstly, I'll start with you. Does it feel like, playing at Wembley, what's the emotions like within the team?
It's going to be such a crazy experience. It seems ages ago since we played in the last round. It's come around so fast. I know that all the girls are absolutely buzzing for it, so we're just going to make the most of the day, hopefully get the win, come back with a trophy, back to Manchester.
So I hear you've just become a parent as well, so how important is it to be a role model in the women's game and have a child?
Massively. I mean, growing up, most of us here today, we never got the chances that everyone has today. So hopefully growing up, Ava will get that opportunity to hopefully one day play on a stage like this.
Okay, tell us a little bit about your team. Who should we look out for in today's game?
Definitely look out for Farouz. She's going to be bombing it down the wing, hopefully getting us some goals. Meg's going to be there with some massive saves. Nobody's getting past Habib's down the wing, no chance. And then Pip in the middle, she'll be flying in with tackles, so they best watch out.
Beautiful. So you mentioned Farouz there, and I believe you scored 56 goals in your season last year. So what can we expect from you today?
Well, hopefully plenty of goals and a few assists, and just trying to get the team a win.
Tell us a little bit about your strengths.
speed, power, agility, skills, and just burying that ball at the back of the net.
And Ings, I believe your parents are here to support you at Wembley on an amazing occasion. How does that make you feel?
It's special. It's nice to be able to share the moments with them on such a big stadium.
And are we going to get a W today, girls?
Absolutely.
Best of luck.
Come on, the white ball!
Danny, Lena, you're at Wembley. Did you ever think you'd make it to the final when you first started out in the competition?
No, we came for a bit of fun, but when we realised, from Crystal Palace, 4 games from Wembley, I think it hit us then, and that's when we went, boom, forward, and we're here. Wow, it's a feeling that I can't describe, but I've lost my voice due to all the excitement, but we're excited, extremely excited.
Danny, you was the hero in the penalty shootout to get you guys here. Talk us through that moment.
It was great, to be honest. In a 7-a-side goal, you have just got to make yourself big, and just picking a side and going. But it felt great because normally the strikers are the heroes, and for once I was the hero. It's just nice to have everyone come celebrate you.
Talking of heroes, Danny, Lena, you've scored 26 goals so far this season. Are we expecting a few more today?
I'd like to think so, especially at Wembley. I'll give it my all, definitely.
And what about playing at Wembley, obviously after the summer with the Lionesses? Has that brought a bit of inspiration to yourselves?
100%. As a kid, anyone, you play football, the home of English football, the Lionesses won, the FA Cup finals here, any World Cup final, any major event is held here, and we're fortunate enough today to have that experience, and it's something everyone can hold on to for the rest of their life.
You've got a lot of friends and family that's come down to watch today?
Oh, so many. We have plenty. So many. Yeah, they're just as excited as we are. We've booked buses, the lot. Honestly, we've done it all.
I can see it's quite a relaxed environment in the background there. Is there any pre-match nerves, or is it pretty all guns blazing at the moment?
We're a team that, once we have our music on, we just go nuts, really, and that gets us in the mood for games. We have our set playlists, and once everyone's in it, we're just fine.
Best of luck today. Hopefully go out and become champions after.
Yeah, appreciate
definitely.
it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Thank you.
That, of course, was Lena and Danny from the 3 Tons with Steve. We heard before them from the White Boar with Farah. And as you can see, teams are out here at Wembley. Vociferous support. There's plenty in behind the cameras, and they are making already plenty of noise. So the girls will get a good cheer on. Confident, Farah?
I am. My team are wearing blue. I'm a Chelsea fan, so blue is the colour, and hopefully we can bring it home at Wembley.
Oh, wow. It's a big call from Ms Williams. Stevie going for the double, and as you can see, formalities pretty much done here at Wembley, so we are ready for a prompt start for the Women's Pub Cup final. The White Boar in blue against the 3 Tons in red. To call it once again, who else do you need but Adam Virgo alongside Adam Summerton. Afternoon, fellas.
Afternoon, Matt. Afternoon, everyone. Well, these players here embarking on the experience of a lifetime, you could say. Few of them would ever have thought this possible not so long ago. The privilege of playing at Wembley, a day that, win or lose, they will never forget. A venue drenched in sporting history where legends have walked. Now these players seek to make memories of their own. Their friends and family watching on. It's an occasion to make the most of. Chances like this, Adam, don't come around too often.
Yeah, as we were saying before about the guys previously, this is a unique opportunity for these girls to go out and enjoy themselves. And as Farah was saying pre-match about the Lionesses, I mean, an inspiration now for any girls to be trying to make it through to being a professional footballer. But again, this is always an opportunity and a chance that doesn't come around too often. And again, we just look at the way the two sides can settle into this game and not use the nerves of Wembley to get the better of them. As Steve Sidwell said, the dressing rooms look pretty relaxed and pretty sure we're going to have a decent game.
Yeah, hundreds of friends and family in attendance as well. They weren't going to miss this for anything. And they're making their voices heard as well at Wembley. So the White Boar in blue, the 3 Tons in red, and we are underway at Wembley. For so long they would have been looking forward to this day, and now we get going. It's a chance to make the most of. Let's see what sort of game we get in this Pub Cup final of 2022. you look through the respective squad lists, which I have done in depth, and there are some talented players in this group, both of these groups. The White Boar, by the way, from the Bury area of the country up in the northwest. The 3 tons from Needham Market, which is in Suffolk, for those of you who don't know. They've got some players who've previously played for Ipswich Town in that part of the world. And a chance here for the 3 tons to get forward, the first opportunity that they've had to do so. Balfour, the ball to her right, and they're raiding forward here in numbers, the 3 tons. Oh, it's a great chance for 1-0, and it's been taken. Just over a minute on the clock. And it was turned home. Well, Wakefield it was with the finish, but the flag had gone up.
Opportunity that was there. Decent ball in there from Etheridge, and then all of a sudden you just see the time and space, but it's just straying offside.
A flowing move forwards. Well, the run had just been made a little early. Neve Thomas with the throw-in for the 3 tons. Versatile. Neve Thomas can play anywhere across the back line. Spent last season at left back, but has predominantly played right back this year, but on the left today. It's a fantastic counter-attack which almost led to the opener.
Yeah, certainly giving them great confidence. Just a certainly early warning sign for the White Ball, not just to be caught defensively out. I mean, both players will certainly learn about each other really, really quickly in terms of their strengths and weaknesses.
It's the most popular season ever in terms of the Women's Pub Cup. More teams have entered than ever before, which has been absolutely brilliant to see. Pub Cup first played in 2017. Who will be the winners of the women's competition in 2022? It's the 3 tons who've had that early disallowed goal. Came off Joe Braun for a throw-in to the White Boar. Ings Tevet to take the throw-in. Molly Wood it was looking to get to that. Ings Tevet, who I just mentioned there, is originally from Norway. Moved to the UK to study physiotherapy, and I'm told that a lot of her family, certainly her parents, have come over from Norway to watch the game. It's such a special occasion for these players. They won't want to let it pass them by. Abdullahi, the ball into the box and claimed here. The 3 tons goalkeeper. So a shade over 5 minutes gone. some intent being shown here by the White Boar as they win their first corner kick of the game.
They got themselves back into the game really well after that disallowed goal given against them. I mentioned about Abdullahi. Certainly a player that's going to have a lot of quality in that final third, and when she's got on the ball, even on a couple of occasions, you know that she's got a bit of skill, presence within the final third to create or score something.
6 in the box here for the White Boar, and it was not a bad delivery at all. That it came off at Bloomfield for another corner.
It's really important. She's just on the edge of the 6-yard box there. It's a real key area as a defensive unit. That ball goes there time and time again. You've got to be strong with the head up.
Time it came off the head of Joe Braun. Still looking to keep the pressure on. Rather scooped up into the air in the end. Ellie Catchpole, the captain, was saying to me that sometimes in training of late, in recent weeks, they've just stopped themselves in the middle of training and just almost collectively said, we can't believe that we've achieved what we have, that we're going to actually play at Wembley. It really is the stuff of dreams. Nakib runs through here to Meg Brett. Cleared by Catchpole. Again, they've worked it nicely here. Nicola Henderson. Nakib is the player who's made the run to the edge of the box. Now perhaps there's a counter on. Abdullahi looking to lead it. Wakefield. Oh, that's a really good ball. And the flag stays down, and into the side netting it goes from Joe Braun.
They win the ball really well in that midfield from Abdullahi. Wakefield really driving forward there with a perfectly timed through ball there to Joe Braun. Just the angle's working against her slightly, maybe just go across the goalkeeper a little bit more rather than trying to go for that near post, but they're certainly creating the best chances so far.
Works as a PE teacher, Joe Braun, also I'm told a very talented basketball player. I have to say this caps an amazing year for Needham Market, the club that these players have come from for the 3 tons, with both their men's and women's senior teams making it to the FA Cup first round for the first time in the club's history. Riding the crest of a wave a little bit, Needham Market, based in Suffolk. And it's the side from Bury, the White Boar on the attack here. Bleasdale. Abdullahi not quite anticipated the ball in that part of the pitch. Wakefield just had a good start to the game. Bloomfield's ball forward. Philippa Wakefield. Abdullahi, we were told repeatedly before the game, would be the chief threat for the White Boar. Abdullahi, who was actually born in Kenya, moved to the UK when she was 10. She's been scouted in the past by Manchester City. She was saying that her highest goal-scoring season was at Salford, where she got 56 goals in one season. Clear by Leonie Jackson. It was Danny Clark who was the goalkeeper, who was the number one ahead of the final, but very sadly ruptured her Achilles in the first game of the season. It's a bad injury, that one, isn't it? It'll take some coming back from that, but she is here today watching on. Abdullahi. Cleared by Ellie Catchpole.
They certainly played themselves into the game really now. The white ball just keeping the ball slightly better than probably what they were doing in the first 5 minutes of this first half.
The ball was on inside and that's where it goes. Bolton went down. Nagib. Abdullahi. Catchpole. Stroking it about nicely here. Wakefield. Goes back to Leonie Jackson, who is effectively dual signed at the moment because she's also with Ipswich Town and Needham Market. That's a really good ball. And this is Molly Woods. Couldn't keep the effort down. It was very well found in the first instance.
Yeah, two chances now for either side in terms of getting that ball through to the final third, but just the angle's been working against them. Bolton there with a really decent through ball. As I say, the weighted through ball's been perfect for the attacking players to go onto. This time it was Molly Wood with the chance, but again, when you're looking at that angle, just leaning back slightly.
Catchpole got there first and got it clear. Yeah, Molly Wood, who had that chance, is the vice-captain of the white ball. He's played for Bolton in the past, FC United as well. He's a threat on goal, 8 goals in her first 9 games of the season. It's a really even start to the game, actually. Yes, there's been a goal disallowed for the 3 tons, but the most likely at the moment, look, the white ball.
That's a good point to make there. You're kind of just looking, these teams won't know too much about each other in terms of personnel and how they play.
It's really hung in the air and the header is off the bar. So close for the white ball. Will they get another opportunity here to keep the pressure up? Tobin's just slightly overhit that. It's been kept in very well indeed, and there's a high foot there. Bleasdale it was with that high boot, and it's Lena Nagib who's been hurt by it. But how close they went there, the white ball. The corner just seemed to hang in the air, didn't it? And it's the number 3, Katie Priest, with the header. So close.
Yeah, I mean, what a chance that was. Great ball into the 6-yard area. When you're unopposed and getting the free header, I think she'll be quite disappointed that she didn't hit the back of the net, but it's certainly a warning sign, isn't it? For the 3 tons, that they have to be defensively a lot more solid from set plays.
quite interested to learn that in terms of the White Boar, their squad play for 3 different teams in the Northwest, but they joined forces for previous tournaments, and they won one at Stamford Bridge at Chelsea. And they're looking to repeat the feat at the National Stadium, this time at Wembley. Apparently, several of them went to watch England at Wembley in the Women's Euros final over the summer. How good it must feel to now be playing there themselves. Personally went to the England semi-final at Bramall Lane over the summer. All the experiences I've had as a supporter and as a commentator at football matches, it was one of the best ever. Went with my daughters. The atmosphere was incredible. Of course, England reached the final. The rest is history, but what a night that was. I'll never forget that.
So they really galvanised, didn't they, the nation. And we always got behind them, which was magnificent. Had a few games down at the Amex, which was my neck of the woods, which were really warmly received from the local fans as well. But to get that victory in the final, I think just sets that benchmark now for the girls coming through. Now they have their role models, they have inspired players to look up to.
Here come the White Boar. Nice feet there from Tobin. Wakefield trying to dispossession. That was really good from Tobin. Bleasdale. Abdullahi up against Thomas. Catchpole maybe got a slight nick on that. Tobin. And they've worked it nicely here to Lawson. Oh, and it's in! What a good goal! Wakefield with the finish after good work from Lawson before that. And it's first blood to the White Boar at Wembley. Really well taken goal.
Well, it's certainly a goal that has been coming, and they've really played themselves into this game really, really well. Just good individual play all round. It's a brilliant strike on the edge of the box, it really is. Any goal of real quality. Just about the connection of the shot there that takes it past Jackson. Wakefield there with the strike. It's a wonderful technique, it's a wonderful strike of the football.
There's a great touch as well there from Lawson, wasn't there, to tee it up for her. It just sat up to be hit, and hit it she did.
It's been coming though. For the first 5 minutes they were just a little bit slow out the traps, but then all of a sudden they got going. Really built themselves into the game really, really well. So like we said in the first game, you've got to try and score when you're on top. They've managed to do that now.
Philippa Wakefield, 30 years old now, but started playing football when she was just 7 for Manchester City women. Played 2 years in the senior team. Said her auntie played in the City first team and really wanted to follow in her footsteps. She's also played for a local boys team, Bar Hill, the first ever girl to play for the club. And that's just, the biggest moment of her footballing career, if I could put it like that.
And it's a quality goal as well. Just read the flick, as you mentioned there, from Jess Lawson, and she just timed her run perfectly. And then just adjusted her body nicely there, just to get the connection and the contact on the ball.
Now it's the 3 tons on the attack. Naguib. Well, she just delayed the pass a fraction, and I think that momentary delay of the pass really helped out the White Boar from a defensive perspective there. And the way this has started, the first 20 minutes, we could be in for quite a final here, Adam.
It's been a great start to the game. A disallowed goal within the first 5 minutes, and all of a sudden you just get that early goal as well in the game. We have to see how the reaction of the 3 turns just really turn around and try and play themselves back into the game.
Long it goes from Catchpole. Wakefield. Wakefield in either side, related. The 3 tons with a free kick. It's effectively the team's 5th season together, the 3 tons. The Needham Market Ladies started in Tier 7, now in Tier 5. They've made a lot of progress. Bloomfield with the ball in. It's travelled a long way. It's Meg Brett who came out to meet it.
She hasn't really been involved in the game so far, Meg Brett. And when that long ball goes into the box, you have to be sure to come out that far. Defence dealt with it really, really well in the end.
Thomas with the throw-in. Wakefield with the attempted turn. Got a corner out of it here, the 3 tons. Can they hit back at Wembley? Philippa Wakefield's goal, the difference. Back it comes to Thomas again. There was some suggestion of a handball there from some of the 3 tons players. Nagib, the attempted shot. The referee wasn't moved. Good passage of play this though for the 3 tons. Henderson. Again, there's more appeals. The whistle was put to the mouth, but the referee allows them to play on. It's a fine ball in, and maybe it deserved better. Paige Wakefield with the header that went wide.
I think you're quite right to mention it, and I thought the referee was going to give a free kick on the edge of the box for the white ball, but then decided to change his mind. What a ball that was in there for Paige Wakefield. I have to say he's probably been 3 tons best player in this opening period of the first half so far. Disallowed goal, and maybe should have done better with that header.
Former Ipswich player Paige Wakefield works as part of border force at Stansted Airport. Does play primarily as a holding player, but as we've seen, she's been, it was her disallowed goal. She was the furthest forward then as well. She's really looking to seize the initiative, isn't she, from that central midfield position?
The game really well. Talking about setting the tempo and setting the standard for your side to try and work off. I think she's done that really, really well. I think you mentioned does play as a defensive midfield player, but has made those runs time and time again, and Nicola Henderson seems the one that's going to be sitting.
The White Boar to reach the final. They beat the current holders of this competition, the Old Thorns. They played themselves into trouble here a little bit. It's Nagib. It's got Balfour just making her way into the box. That's who that was intended for. Henderson's lost it. Now they can counter. The White Boar on the attack. Delai's lost it. Wakefield's pass. Gets it back again here. It's Wakefield's cross, and it was dealt with by Kay Baker. Abdullahi. The 3 tons ball.
She was talking about before the game. Delahi, what she can do now, come from the right hand side over to the left hand side now.
I have to say there's been a good tempo, good energy about this game from the word go. It's flowed nicely. White Ball with the lead given to them And Philippa Wakefield, she was set up so well by her captain, Jess Lawson. I was talking to Jess Lawson last night, and she was saying that they wanted to get there as early as they possibly could, because they knew that, having never played at Wembley before, that you just want to soak it up to begin with, because you'd be a bit starstruck, if you like, when you first get there. And I can relate to that.
Yeah.
I remember the first game I commentated on at Wembley. I certainly felt
There's
that.
a lot of times, isn't there, when we come here as...
Abdullahi, and they've worked a great position again, and it's a chance to make it two. It's a great save that by Leonie Jackson. Brave at the feet of Abdullahi. He could easily have made it two there.
Yeah, really good save there. Yeah, holds her run really, really well. I think Eve Thomas was player playing her onside. Goalkeeper off her line really, really quickly. It's a brave save as well.
Catch pull. It's really nicely done again by Wakefield. Very good, technically able player, isn't she? Etheridge. Just taken away from Joe Braun. Shot is deflected and comfortably through to Meg Brett.
Sorry, just going back to your point before, Abdullahi's chance there. We've come to Wembley before, haven't we, on a number of occasions. I know the managers sometimes want the players to come sometimes the day before and get their photos taken on the pitch, and then they can just concentrate on the game in hand. But Steve Sibwell was saying, still that magic of playing here, even coming here as a fan, but that opportunity you know is not going to come around too often, so you have to certainly make the most of it.
Thomas with the throw-in. Just a bit of a chance for the respective coaches here to catch their breath a bit, because it's been a bit frantic, hasn't it? Frenetic pace about the game from the word go.
It's been a really good tempo to it. I think that, talk about nerves at both sides, I haven't seen that in their play. It seems like they're enjoying the occasion being here. Just think on reflection, I do think that the Boar have deserved their lead after a pretty slow 5 minutes, but it still has been a turning point in this first half now.
Joe Braun. Cross came Katie Priest.
It just does seem like the little give and goes on the edge of the 18-yard box, and that little through ball that splits the defence, it seems a good ball for both teams to press on with the pace they have in that final third.
Abdullahi. Oh, what a fantastic pass this is! And Molly Wood's in! Oh, straight at the goalkeeper, Leonie Jackson, but what a ball that was to pick her out.
Brilliant ball, wasn't it? That's the ball I was talking about, these defence-splitting balls in behind. They go back onto her left-hand side and taking the shot towards goal, and that's what the whiteboard had done. Abdullahi going on the left-hand side being the right footer, and Hollywood going on the right-hand side being the left footer. So that's what you have to do, not looking for crosses, you're looking to cut inside and get shots towards goal. Jackson and goals, a couple of crucial saves now.
Bloomfield's cross. Heavy first touch from Lawson. Bloomfield's there for the 3 tons. Abdullahi. And Molly Wood was calling for it and completely marked inside the box. Jay Bolton. Half an hour has flown by at Wembley.
It was her through ball, wasn't it? Jay Bolton's to Molly Woods.
Yeah, what a pass.
Yeah, it was a brilliant pass. Sometimes seeing that early ball, playing the ball forward early, can split defences.
Jay Bolton, who we were just mentioning there, has 8 Welsh caps playing at youth age from 16 to 19, now runs a private football coaching business. Should be teaching them how to pass a football
She
on
will
that
be, yeah.
evidence. She was part of that side I mentioned earlier that played at Stamford Bridge in that cup final that they won. Put into touch by Katie Priest. Etheridge with the ball into the box. Balfour couldn't quite get to it. Well, she has looked like their most likely source of inspiration, hasn't she, Paige Wakefield? Flag up. It's going to be the 3 tons ball. Fantastic opportunity to stick this in the box. And the Gibb on the edge of the 6-yard box. Etheridge is there as well. It's in towards Naguib, and Etheridge was there too.
There's a chance, wasn't it, there for Etheridge. Great ball into the box, though. Thought it was a soft foul to be given away, though. Don't think it was a free kick.
Thomas to take the throw-in. Working towards an accounting qualification, Lee Thomas. Tobin. Abdullahi. Tobin wants it back and gets it. Abdullahi on the outside. And Woods waiting in the middle. Abdullahi went alone.
I just wonder if she realised that Jess Lawson was on the cutback, maybe, with the angle working against her. Good play down the left-hand side again. Tobin really involved. A little give and go. I mentioned about that link-up play that's been really effective for the White Boar.
Back here to Leonie Jackson. Clash of heads there. Bleasdale is the Boar player affected. For the first time, we saw there a moment or so ago, Abdullahi getting behind the 3 tons defence.
She's certainly been really positive every time she gets the ball, looking to try and create something or go towards goal.
He's dealt with the problem here. Good move, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I mean, I mentioned about the little gives and goes that the White Boar have done. Looking back, I thought the cutback was there for Tobin, but I think that would have been a really difficult ball for her to look up and see. So, probably on reflection, the right thing was to do to go towards goal. Again, just that angle, maybe just going across the goalkeeper more rather than trying to beat her at her near post.
Good to see Abby Bleasdale back to her feet, but they are just temporarily down to 10 here. The White Boar, claimed by Meg Brett. Very keen to make sure she stays on. Bleasdale, the entire family has come to watch her today at Wembley, including her sister, the Olympian Holly Bradshaw, who won bronze at the Tokyo Olympics. She's back on now. Good header by Catchpole. Wakefield's trying to win it back off her namesake. This is Ellie Catchpole, to back and captain, also a product manager for Bosch, currently studying a marketing masters as well in her free time at the University of Essex. Wakefield, ball here to Bleasdale, chance for her to get forward. Good ball up to Lawson. Molly Wood looking to get to this, but out came Jackson.
Really good build-up play. Just think they seem to be using the ball better in deeper areas, the White Boar, to get themselves up the field. Decent variation in their play. We mentioned about the 2 midfielders maybe playing those long balls over the top, but this time they played through the thirds and used Bleasdale really well down that right-hand side.
Balfour. And Balfour again, the number 9 for the 3 tons. The left-footed striker. He's played for Needham Market since they were founded. Longer this time from Bloomfield. Good defensive header by Bleasdale. It's Wakefield's pass, and Abdullahi had made the run. It was a good one too. Another really nice ball to seek out Molly Wood, who's got options in the box. Free kick goes the way of the 3 tons. Bloomfields. Field gets it clear after the touch from Abdullahi. Balfour. Thumped clear by Abby Bleasdale. Catchpole. The White Boar who are in front here, Adam, but I'd say it's been a pretty even first 41 minutes or so. It's not been too much in it, has there?
No, it hasn't been, and we spoke about the first game, scoring when you're on top, and that's what the White Boar have done in terms of taking the lead. There's been moments where they probably created a few more opportunities and chances, but I thought that 3 Tons played themselves back into the game really well after conceding that first goal. And the game's finally balanced going into half-time. I think both managers will be pretty happy with the way that their side have come out in this first half and tried to play.
It's a goal kick that's given. Distance on that from Jackson. Into touch by Katie Priest. Her favourite footballer is Virgil van Dijk. Katie Priest playing in the same position. Here's Abdullahi. It's well played by Bloomfields. By and large, they've dealt pretty well with the considerable threat of Abdullahi, but she has got in on a couple of occasions. See, there's clearly a talented player there. Coaches an under-13 boys team, Abdullahi, called United All-Stars. Apparently some of the boys in the stands today with their parents. Lawson, the captain, to take this for the White Boar. Side from Bury in the northwest. Met by the head of Etheridge. Shot taken on from a long way out. Goal kick is given. First half reflections, Adam.
I think it's been a really, really good first half. I have to say, I have to give full credit to both sides. The way that I don't think playing at Wembley has really affected their nerves at all. Real close call for the opening disallowed goal. Paige Wakefield having been excellent in that midfield area. I just think that the White Boar have just used the ball slightly better. Created these kind of opportunities more.
Lawson goes down by Catchpole, and it might run for them yet. Lawson again, it's on for the shot, and it's not going to trouble Jackson.
Well, she's certainly been the busier of the 2 goalkeepers in this first half, and it's more of a routine save for me, but she's made a couple of real crucial saves that kept this game down to 1-0.
Nagib played it forward. They had that goal disallowed with just over a minute on the clock, the 3 Tons. Haven't created a huge amount since then, have they? Decided we're a goal down here. Catchpole slid in. Offside flag up against Wood.
About Meg Breton, that White Boar goal. You can't really make her making too many saves in this first half.
watch from the referee as we tick towards half-time at Wembley in this Pub Cup final. Thomas to take the throw in for the 3 tons. Bleasdale with the challenge there, right at the end of the half here. The 3 tons are going to get a chance to put one in the box.
They'll have to make the most of this. You've been really limited to 1 or 2 opportunities, then a set play becomes available. A set play in a dangerous area. Just really important that Bloomfield's ball into the box has to hit with real quality.
Yeah, a chance to make the most of this. The side a goal down with the free kick right at the end of the half. Came off the head of Catchpole Lest. So half-time then at Wembley in this Pub Cup final. The goal that separates the sides was so well taken by Philippa Wakefield to beat Leonie Jackson, who's made a couple of important saves in that first half to keep it at 1-0. The 3 tons had that goal disallowed with just over a minute on the clock. They thought they'd gone in front, only to see their celebrations stopped by the flag up on the far side. It's been a fairly even first half so far. We've seen Abdullahi heavily involved down that left-hand side as well for the White Boar, and they have the lead at half-time. The goal set up by the captain, Jess Lawson, to find Philippa Wakefield. Sat up so nicely to hit it, and we can hear from Philippa now, who's with Matt Smith.
She's indeed, Adam, yeah. Philippa or Pip, is that correct? Yeah. How's that for you?
Oh, it's a dream. It's a dream. Seeing it just fall and thought, I'm taking this. To be
Scored
honest,
at Wembley.
I know. To be honest, I thought someone was going to come behind me and clatter me, to be honest, but no, I'm absolutely buzzing.
Yeah, it was a lovely little lift over the top. I don't know if it was your teammate, was it the skipper or... Yeah.
Nice assist there for her to claim, but no, big 45 to go. It doesn't mean anything, that goal.
Yeah, I mean, you've played well. I would have thought you'd be pretty happy with that first. The only thing that might be you might have scored more than one as a team.
Yeah, possibly hit the woodwork. So big 45 to go now.
Yeah. This obviously means a lot to you and the team to not only be at Wembley for a Women's Cup final, but to win it now.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's a dream come true, isn't it? Some professionals don't even get a chance to play on here, so yeah.
Get another cup of rest and a cup of tea. Thank you very much, Pip. Pip Wakefield, the scorer of the only goal thus far, 1-0 at half-time to the White Boar. We'll get the thoughts of Steve and Farah shortly, but first, what else is coming up on BT Sport over the next few days?
In case you missed it.
Gets the shot in all! What a save. Wow. Someone is! Across the line, just! Come on now, boy. Extra, bang, done! Killing the stop. Rock and roll. Mourinho. Oh no! Picked up by Schick. How does he do that? Unbelievable! Great shot. Let's see that again.
I am Erling.
Sometimes you cannot believe your eyes.
I'm here. We play on BT Sport.
This is his moment. Here goes Pietà for a massive hole, and he's got support runners everywhere. Dan Thomas will roll, he won't! Reece Zammit has come up with an extraordinary play here.
I am Gabriel. Are you ready? Come on, you bunny. We play on BT Sport.
Unbelievable! Is that Mike Tyson down? And Liverpool against all odds! The way he pulled that out of the fire is the biggest upset in the history of the sport. A truly remarkable night. So off we go then. And he's through there towards Mbappe. Unbelievable. Look at the joy. Well, right from kick-off. One of the fastest goals I've ever seen.
Are you ready? Vamos. This is Liverpool.
Mo Salah with another big goal for them. Come on, boys.
We play in BT Sport.
That, the goal that separates the sides. Pip Wakefield, who we talked to earlier, with the cool finish after excellent work from the skipper to set her up. Farah and Steve alongside me. You're pleased, aren't you? Because your team's winning for a change.
I'm more pleased because Steve was celebrating like crazy in that first 2 minutes of the game. He had the camera in my face to see my reaction because he didn't see the linesman had flagged the offside. So yeah, I'm buzzing that we're coming at the half 1-0.
She was screaming herself, wasn't she? Offside, offside!
No, it was a good start to the game. I've got to say, you can see why these two teams are in the final, because it's been really competitive, some really good play, players getting on the ball, half turn, playing forward, really confident. I'm sure there's more goals in this. I'm not going to jinx it, but I'm sure there's more goals.
Well, really, I mean, as I said to Pip, the Blue Ball will perhaps think they should have had more than one in that first half.
Yeah, I agree. I think they had a lot of chances. I think, certainly Steve's team, your team come out fast. They come out fast. They put us on the back foot. But I think, since the goal, especially the White Wars with Boar, keep getting the names on. There's so many names to remember. They come out, after that goal, and they probably had 2 or 3 chances. They hit the crossbar off of a corner from a header. And they'd be disappointed to only go in 1-0 at the half, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, a goal worthy of a final as well, wasn't it? As much as the build-up and then the cool finish. And she said she thought she was going to get clattered, but she's picked a corner.
Yeah, great finish, good link-up play, a little bit of showboating, swivelling, and then great finish into the far corner, and probably deserved as well as the game went on. Great skill. She picked her spot as well, 100%. You can tell she just laced it into the far corner. And look at the celebration.
Yeah, it was great to see that.
What it is there.
Yeah, that's just great to see. Yeah. Obviously, great support from those in the stands watching. I think Jade Bolton's caught your eye as well as a midfielder who liked to pick a pass. She's pulled some beautiful through balls.
Yeah. She has. As you mentioned, she's playing centre mid, but she likes to open up on her right foot and that switch out to the right hand side. That's where they cause most of their problems, and I'm sure she'll want to do more of that in the second half.
Yeah. What do you want to see from the 3 tons, Stevie?
More of the same, and just if they get when they get a chance, be clinical. You've just got to take a chance, isn't it? They've got to go off to a flyer, put the ball in the back of the net, just offside. Yeah. But really close. They're not out of this game, but the next goal is vital.
Yeah, they've kind of got to the edge of the box. I know it's easy to say because that final third is the hardest part of the game, but it's just that little bit of composure or pick a pass or whatever that little.
Whether it's a bit of anxiety, anxiousness, or just snatching at a few shots, or just making the wrong decision at the final time. But be interested to see how the longer the game goes on, because the start and the pace of the game was so frantic. We was like, they can't carry on, surely, but they did for the whole of the first half. So subs might come on, play their part, be an impact. So hopefully they get back in the game.
I mean, he talks about composure, but every time one of the 3 tons gets inside the blue ball's off, he says shoot. He says shoot, just shoot.
He is. Look, we're playing at Wembley. The girls are playing at Wembley, and an opportunity. I think I'm a bit similar. It's just that it's not my team on the edge of the box with that little bit of space. So I'll be shouting to shoot as well. But you're playing at Wembley to give yourself half a chance of scoring. If it opens up like that, I'd be like, shoot, you got to take your chances. I mean, it can go one way or the other, but in the back of the net or into the stands, and either way, it's worth the chance of taking.
Yeah, and worth reminding, because we said earlier in the men's game, it's a rolling subs situation, which I'm sure both coaches will be well aware of and will need as this game goes on, because it's getting cooler now, because it's a bit later in the day. It's going to sap energy with the nerves.
Well, of course, and the physical demands, probably see the nerves as well come into it. It's a big occasion for these, so I'm sure as it goes on, and like you say, come off for 5-10 minutes. If you want to go back on. They've got plenty of subs, both teams as well. So I'm sure every member's going to want to play their part and have some impact on the game.
I mentioned at the start, actually, of the coverage of this one, that a record number of women's teams entered this year. 64 teams entered. These two, as you can see, clearly the pick of the bunch because they're in the final for a reason and the quality is good. But that says something as well, that there's more and more women's teams at pub level wanting to play.
It's fantastic. I think the growth of the women's game at all levels, grassroots, kids and women's level, I think it's what the Lionesses have been trying to increase participation. And it's not just, grassroots kids that we want to play the game. We want every woman that's interested in the game to try and feel they have, a place to play or at least try to play. But 60 teams, I remember doing this 5 years ago, and I think there was less than half of that amount of teams that entered the competition. So we're at 60 now. It's fantastic, and what an occasion.
No, absolutely. A team from Suffolk, obviously in the final day, team from Bury, and clearly the 60 teams will have been from countrywide.
Exactly, and what the Lioness has done over the summer, it grabbed the nation, didn't it? Everyone was glued to the TVs, not just women, men, children, youngsters. It spread its way all into schools now. My daughter, she's 7 years old. She loves going outside to play football. So, it's definitely had that little spark and it ignited something.
Yeah, and actually worth pointing out, amongst the several hundred strong crowd here, yes, there's a lot of girls here cheering on their mates and colleagues, whatever, but there's also a lot of blokes here, and that's great to see. That's just as important that men support women's football as well as women supporting women's football.
Of course, I think, I've been saying it for a long time, unless we get football fans supporting our game, we can't just have the same fans year in, year out, come and support the women, which it's always been in the past. It's always been, local female teams or local, as you say, your mate. The fact that, I think, as you mentioned there, Steve, the women, the Lionesses, they captured a nation. Now we've got football fans coming and actually appreciating the women's game at all levels, and it's nice to see, we've got more of a crowd here for the women's game than we had the men's a bit earlier.
Yeah, and it's competitions like this as well that lets them have the opportunity to play football first and foremost, and come to great places like the Etihad when they in the qualifying rounds, and of course Wembley to finish it off.
What an incentive though, isn't it? For anybody, any football fan, child growing up, I mean, football, to play at these stadiums and to play at the home of football, Wembley, that's obviously the pinnacle of the tournament to get there. But you mentioned it was at the Etihad, Crystal Palace, so there was a few stadiums up and down the country that actually put the tournament on to get, these men and women to this place here at Wembley, and what an occasion it's been today.
Every kid in their back garden thinks that this is where they imagine themselves to be, don't they? That's what they think. Scoring the goal in a cup final at Wembley. Yeah. It's the dream.
None of us have scored it.
No.
I'm like, they've done things that we haven't ever done before. It's amazing.
Yeah, no, that's it. I mean, it's what it's all about. And like I said, every member, even the ones on the bench, they're going to want to try and come on, even if it's just for 5 minutes, just to feel like what it's like to be on this great pitch, iconic pitch.
Score.
I know. Well, you nearly done a knee slide down the stairs when they scored.
I was taking inspiration from you in the men's game.
These two are desperate to be part of it. We will take a very short break, after which, of course, there'll be the second 45 minutes, which will determine the winner of this year's Women's Pub Cup Final. See you in just a couple of minutes.
In case you missed it.
Gets the shot in all.
What a save.
Wow. Someone is across the line. Just.
Come on, the boy.
Headshot. Bang. Done.
You're killing the stop.
Rock and roll. Mourinho. Oh no. Picked up by Shiki. How does he do that? Unbelievable. Great shot. Let's see that again.
I am Erling.
Sometimes you cannot believe your eyes.
I'm here. We play on BT Sport.
Zachary!
This is his moment.
For a massive hole, and he's got support runners everywhere. Dan Thomas will roll, he won't! Reece Zammit has come up with an extraordinary play here.
I am Gabriel. Are you ready? Come on, you Ugandans. We play on BT Sport.
Unbelievable! Is that Mike Tyson down? And Liverpool against all odds! The way he pulled that out of the fire, the biggest Gypsy King. So off we go then. And he's through there towards Mbappe. Unbelievable. Look at the joy. Well, right from kick-off. One of the fastest goals I've ever seen.
Are you ready? Vamos. This is Liverpool.
Mo Salah with another big goal for them. Come on, boy.
We play in City Sport.
Welcome back. The Blue Boar and indeed the 3 tons just re-emerging into the night time as it is now, Sky over Wembley. And all smiles on the 3 tons. I saw as they came out, Stevie, still full of beans.
Yeah, no, I am. Yeah, no,
I meant them rather than you.
Yeah, I've got smiles. I'm happy. No, listen, an early goal will settle them down, I'm sure, into the second half. But if they just get a chance, nice and calm, nice and composed, and just try and get a bit in the back of the net. But most importantly, enjoy it.
Yeah. But as it turns out, the White Ball may have a super sub.
They might do. I'm hoping. It might be me. I'm going to put my blue kit on, my boots. I haven't got no boots. I'll play in my trainers. But I want to score at Wembley. I'm so jealous, Steve. Matt just said to me, Kenny Dalglish set him up at Wembley, the old Wembley, but at Wembley, and he scored. I'm a little bit jealous. I need to get boots on and go and try and get a go out here.
You should have seen the round of applause that she got when she walked into both dressing rooms before the game.
So tremendous.
I'm sure she
quite right too.
Put my boots on now.
No, you'll be all right in your trainers. Okay, more importantly, of course, it's these two playing for a big trophy and a winner's medal at Wembley. Those chances come sometimes but once in a lifetime. More from Farrett and Steve after we hear the second half in the company of Adam and Adam.
Thank you, Matt. Yeah, lots to look forward to here at Wembley. If the first half was anything to go by, it was a good contest. There are some changes to let you know about ahead of the start of the second half. Jess Lawson, the captain, has come off. Lauren Beckford has come on for this second half. And we're also going to see Tibet taken off for Charlie Shaw to come on. Jade Bolton has been replaced by Rebecca Foster. That's for the White Ball. For the 3 tons, a couple of changes. A change in goal. Leonie Jackson making way, and Imogen Riches coming on, and Eva Hubbard has come on as well for Gemma Mortimer. That is a rolling sub situation, as Matt was saying at half-time. This is Abdullahi looking to make a great start to the second half, and the challenge came in from Catchpole, and it's a penalty here very early on for the White Ball. Catchpole, the captain, with the challenge, brought down Abdullahi, and the referee was quick to point to the spot.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going up against someone Abdullahi's pace, you have to be so short. She rides the challenge there really well. It's 100% a penalty.
So it's Rebecca Foster to take this. Pressure on her shoulders at Wembley Stadium. Well, it didn't show, did it? What a fantastic penalty that was. Into the corner. You don't save those. Perfectly placed. And the White Ball doubled their lead.
I'll talk about dealing with the pressure. Rebecca Foster, your first kick at Wembley Stadium's a penalty. Just composes herself absolutely brilliantly. It's that straight run up, then just opens her body out at the last second to play it into the right hand side of the goal. Precision and quality was absolutely brilliant. And that's a big goal to score at the start of this second half to get yourself going.
Imagine being asked with your very first involvement at Wembley Stadium, having come on at half-time to go and take a penalty.
Yeah, cheers.
Just she dealt with it well, didn't she?
That's a really confident penalty there. Go through your routine. Set where you're going to go.
She's a PE teacher and head of year at Stockport Academy, Rebecca Foster. Has played for multiple clubs, the likes of Preston, FC United, Bolton, currently at Salford City Lionesses. That's the best achievement in football so far, winning the treble with FC United and going over to Malta with Bolton. The opportunity to play at Malta's National Stadium. I would guess that will top the lot, what she's just done. Catchpole gets it clear. Nightmare start to the second half for the 3 Tons.
Well, it's just the worst start, isn't it?
Abdullahi in a race to try and keep it in. And has managed to do that against Thomas. Couldn't resist the shot.
She's looked really lively, hasn't she? Abdullahi was spoken about her pace and going forwards. She's been 1 or 2 occasions. I think we're quite slightly disappointed with her final ball, but and always an out ball that certainly feel against Neve Thomas. She had the better of her in terms of those one-on-one situations.
Sent down the line by Bleasdale. Beckford. Owen Beckford, by the way, is the daughter of Darren Beckford, former Premier League player. Played at Wembley himself, actually, in an FA Cup semi-final for Oldham against Manchester United. Charlie Shaw hits one. Eva Hubbard. How they need the next goal in this game, the 3 Tons. Foster with the pass and catch pole was there first. Will be a throw-in. Abby Bleasdale is forward to take it. The offside flag is up. So a change to be made here by the 3 Tons. Joe Braun it is who makes way. Ellie Rossiter is who's come on. Very quick right winger, can play in other positions. Currently working towards her PhD in public health. It's a job supporting adults with learning disabilities. Abdullahi with the pass here, and they could be in again, the white ball, but it was rather snatched at by Laura Tobin. They've been comfortably the better side, haven't they, in this second half so far?
They have done, yeah. You just can't really afford to be a downfall of your own mistakes. She's there with the poor kick out. That led to that opportunity, though.
Etheridge. Rossiter just had to hold her run to stay onside. She still wants it, now she gets it. Could this be a big moment for the 3 Tons? Rossiter's cross, it's a good one! Oh, and it's put wide. Well, almost an instant impact from the substitute who set up Balfour, who couldn't take the chance.
That was a big chance, wasn't it? As you mentioned, Rossiter held her run really, really well. And just manages to go across to Balfour, opening her body out, using the left foot, maybe used the right instead. Said the Notes goal was going to be absolutely crucial.
She is Needham Market's all-time top goal scorer, Lois Balfour, but couldn't take that chance. Oh, Rossiter couldn't really have done much more for her, could she?
No, she did brilliantly to hold her run. Etheridge just delayed the pass slightly. She went into an offside position, came back onside, and then used the ball really well, and then just fizzed it across. Whether or not Balfour wasn't expecting the ball to reach her, but
the chance that they've been hoping for, waiting for. Will they get another one soon? They need it. Get a route back into this game, the 3 tons. And it's the white ball threatening here. Abdullahi played it against Thomas. It's been brought down really nicely, but the shot from Beckford off target.
it's a great touch there from Beckford to bring it down.
I remember watching her dad, Darren, in the Premier League. She's been at Everton and Manchester City, Lauren. Laid back here by Etheridge to the goalkeeper who came on at half-time, Riches. One of her first jobs to pick the ball out the back of the net. An early penalty in the second half, so well dispatched by Rebecca Foster. Eva Hubbard with the drive forward, then just taken away from her. But it's that sort of intent and drive and energy that they need more of, the 3 tons.
You certainly feel for both sides, Adam, that it's that little through ball that splits the defence. You feel that the pace of both sides in the final third will get on the end of them.
Abdullahi did well there, brings Beckford into play. Abdullahi supported by Charlie Shaw. It's a corner that's been given. Referee saying the last touch was off Niamh Thomas. Ten gone then in the second half, and it's the white ball, 2 goals to the good. An improved angle for the cross. Balfour, who's had the best chance of the second half for the 3 tons. Nagib.
Feel the way that the game is open out. The 3 tons can get this next goal. I think there's enough quality and belief in them to go and get the next one.
Having come off at half-time, the captain now on the touchline in the technical area, Jess Lawson. At a secondary school as a 6th form teacher, Jess Lawson, the captain of the White Boar, teaches PE and science. I would imagine there'll be 1 or 2 of her students watching on. She turned 14, she did a refereeing course, became a qualified referee for pocket money, she says, and has been refereeing for 12 years since. She refereed an international match between the USA and Norway back in 2019. Thomas with the throw-in. By Wakefield's whose influence on the game hasn't been quite to the level of the first half just yet. Rossiter.
That's a fair point to make there. I thought Paige Wakefield, as you mentioned, was arguably the best player on the pitch in that first half, even for both sides. She's playing a little bit deeper than probably what she was doing in that first half, where she was playing a little bit higher. Now she's just playing in front of the back line. You may have to see her just getting forward a little bit more, maybe in the last period of this second half, to get themselves the goal, because she's certainly creating the most things in that final third.
There's going to be joy in the capital city again for the White Boar, who've already won one final. That was at Stamford Bridge. So well to reach the final and beating the current holders, the Old Thorns, in a penalty shootout. Near misses for both of these sides on their way to the final. The Three Tons had a scare in their heat at Crystal Palace. They were 1-0 down before equalising with 20 seconds to go in that game. And won the penalty shootout. Danny Clark was the hero. Danny, who's not available today because of a ruptured Achilles. So Thomas to take the throw in for the Three Tons. They just need a moment here, don't they, to get back into this.
Yeah, I mean, Ellie Rossiter's come on and I think made a big difference down that right-hand side, just being direct when she's had the ball.
Met by Bleasdale. Played wide by Foster. Imagine telling the grandkids in decades to come that your first touch at Wembley Stadium was to score a penalty.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? That was a good penalty as well. That gave them the perfect start to the second half. To take the momentum, you have to take moments in games. And they've done that. It's just giving themselves that little bit of a cushion. Just allows them to drop off the ball a little bit. Have to absorb a little bit of pressure and just try and work their way to the last 15 minutes and then allow more opportunities to go forward. More the Three Tons tend to throw more in the other direction.
Thomas. Stayed in. And Rossiter with the chance to cross. Players arriving in the box. Well defended though by Katie Priest.
It's one of those awkward ones that spends forever in the air. You think the ball has gone off and the right ball switched off there. She's made a real positive influence down that right-hand side. She's not the directness about her in terms of the way she wants to drive the ball forward. But this is a good period of the game now for the Three Tons.
Plenty of distance on that corner. It's a great delivery, that. Clear. Hubbard trying to win it back. Calmly done by Charlie Shaw. And Foster did well. Bleasdale. Calmly played by Catchpole, but now it's with Beckford. Abdullahi. Might be tempted to hit it here. What a good challenge that was by Niamh Thomas. Had to time that well, and she did. Love the effort from distance. Another change coming from the Three Tons. Charlotte McGrath is going to be coming on. We mentioned that maybe her influence had waned in the second half, and it's Paige Wakefield who's been taken off here. Charlotte McGrath holding midfielder ordinarily. Joined Needham this year after graduating from Solent University. Currently working at a nursery.
Just wonder if that's more of a tactical change, maybe just to give Paige Wakefield a little bit of a rest, and with the rolling subs bringing her on for the last 10 minutes, because I thought that influence in the first half, she was excellent.
She's just not been able to get on the ball anywhere near as much, and when she has, it's been much deeper.
Exactly, literally just in front of the back four. They tend to go down the flanks more often in this second half, and the ball's really bypassed her, and it's maybe just bringing her out the game for 10 minutes and then maybe looking to bring her back on, because you certainly saw her influence in the first half when she got into that box.
Abdullahi with the touch, and she'll get the return here as well. Catchpole with a well-timed challenge.
It's a challenge that she was looking for. Time this one to perfection this time.
She wrote a profile about herself ahead of this Sally Catchpole to give us all the players, to give us information on them that we can use in the commentary. And she said in hers, "I love a slide tackle." It certainly showed there. Tobin. Foster. Abdullahi. Against Thomas. Abdullahi just about managed to keep that in. It was bent in by Foster. Abdullahi seems to be okay, just getting back to her feet.
Seems to be caught after the pass. Don't think it was a penalty in terms of the lateness of the challenge. I think it was just a follow through afterwards when she made the pass back.
Oh, what a well-weighted pass that is, and the goalkeeper came out and got there in just the nick of time. Did well, Meg Brett. Nagib is chasing, but across comes Kay Baker. Keep it going here. The last touch was off the defender, and it'll be a corner.
It's been in these goals in these games before, Adam. Even though you're 2 goals down, you just feel the momentum. You can get that next goal to make it 2-1. Changes the balance and everything, and I'm seeing enough in this 3-ton side that there's a momentum with them. They just need to find that next goal sooner rather than later.
The captain Catchpole is one of those forwards. Balfour has been taken off here. It's Molly Hall who's come on to replace her. A tall centre forwards. Looks for Suffolk Police. I'm told that she likes to shoot from anywhere around the edge of the 18-yard box. They really do need somebody to start getting some shots off. First involvement for Hall. You can see that she's clearly... There's plenty of height. The player who's just come on, Hall, gives them something to aim at in terms of a focal point for the attack. Just have to feel for Balfour, though, don't you? That missed chance will be playing through her mind, no doubt. Hubbard. Rossiter looking to try and keep it in, and she has done, and it's a really good cross too, and they're back in it. It's the player just on. Molly Hall's got them back in it here. An instant impact from the bench, and they have the route back into this final. What an inspired substitution.
Well, there's two inspired substitutions. Annie Rossiter on this right-hand side has been absolutely brilliant in this second half. Has no right to get to that ball, but has that desire and determination to get there, and then just cross it in for Molly Hall. As you mentioned, she's just come on. Said the next goal's crucial. I did say the momentum was with the 3 tons. Now all of a sudden we got a game on.
Rossiter did so well to reach that, didn't she? And not just to reach it, but then to pick out her teammates so well. Well, this could get very interesting. We've got more than 20 minutes to go here. There is plenty of time for the 3 tons to rescue this situation, and it will just add and put a bit of doubt in the minds of the White Boar players.
Yep, said 5 minutes ago, I've been in these games myself, where you're 2 goals down and you just sort of need that little break, that little bit of luck to go your way. And they've done that now, giving themselves a real springboard to go and get the next goal.
Oh, here they come again. Etheridge, well, snatched at that rather. The 3 tons get it in the box again, but it's met by Rebecca Foster, whose penalty, remember, right at the start of this second half, and put the White Boar 2-0 up. But the deficit reduced to 1 here by Molly Hall, who'd only just come on. It wasn't her first touch, but it wasn't far off.
No. It can really show the way the game's swung now, Adam, isn't it? Jay Bolton back on, Jess Lawson back on.
Yeah, the momentum is certainly with the 3 tons here. And it's going to be interesting, isn't it, to see how psychologically the White Boar deal with this, having been 2-0 up. Now there will be doubt in the minds. And the opposite true of the 3 tons. Belief for them. Oh, was in there again. Abdullahi. The White Boar remain a threat on the counter, particularly with this woman on the ball. Abdullahi with a fantastic run. And she's played a good pass as well. And Nagib did just enough to put off Molly Wood. Beckford loses it. Really good final, this. Cleared by Catchpole. I'd be surprised if we've seen the last of the goals as well.
Can't argue with that one. Been a real entertaining second half.
Hall needs support. Rossiter's trying to get up with her. But she's caused problems and got the goal since coming on, Molly Hall. Katie Priest it was with the challenge, but when you're putting on a striker with fresh legs up against defenders who played 70 minutes, you'd expect that centre forward to cause problems, as Molly Hall has done.
Seen the feature of this game in terms of that ball in behind has caused both defences issues. Abdullahi down that left-hand side, we mentioned about her pace in that final third, and all of a sudden you've got Rossiter on the other side for the 3 tons, who's been absolutely brilliant in this second half straight away. You could tell with the first 2 or 3 runs that she made that she felt that against Charlie Shaw, who'd just come on at half-time as well, that you have the better of your fullback, and that's what you need to try and build on, and they've done that really well.
Nicola Henderson it is who's struggling here. Nicole Panifer is the player who's come on here. Former Ipswich player, attacking fullback. Just making a return after a few months out injured. Told her day job is as a financial analyst, a Loughborough University graduate. Cleverer than you and I, Adam. That's not hard.
True.
Into touch, or is it? It's just been kept in. The header from Catchpole. It's there again. Foster. And second half penalty is the difference between these two teams at the moment. I mentioned earlier that this is the 5th season that a lot of these 3 tons players, Needham Market players, have had together. I think we've seen that team spirit shine through. Here's Rossiter again. And this time she has a go herself.
Just dragged the ball across, didn't she? We talk about making an influence and an impact on a game. I think it was the right decision to go towards goal. Just snapped at the chance slightly.
What surprised me a little bit, Adam, is that the whiteboard don't seem to have switched on to the threat that she is, and they've not really done much to nullify it, have they?
Really, no, they've almost just left, I think, Charlie Shaw down their left-hand side on her own. Unfortunately, I think Abdullahi, who's in front of her, it's not going to be a player that's going to be tracking back defensively and read that danger and sometimes double up against a wide player that sometimes has the better of the fullback.
Panifer. Rossiter will chase this. The goalkeeper was out quickly again. Bolton. Beckford. All trying to win it back. It's Foster's pass. Beckford. Bleasdale. Inside the final 15 minutes at Wembley, where there will be tired legs. Naguib skips past the challenge. And here come the 3 tons on the attack. 3 forward here. Eva Hubbard. Hall waits in the middle. And Naguib is there too! It came off her own player, I think. So well made, that chance by Eva Hubbard. And look how stretched it is now. Abdullahi did well to stay on her feet after the challenge from Charlotte McGrath.
Great play down that left-hand side from Eva Hubbard. Drove so well with the ball, and you get in that position, Adam, sometimes you've got to make the right decision. The cutback was the only ball that she had. Tapped the give brilliantly, but unfortunately Molly Hall got in the way and the shot came back towards her. Real open second half so far.
A great watch, hasn't it? Here's that chance.
It's a great cutback. Just so unlucky there just to strike her own play up. I don't think she'd have known too much about it, Molly Hall.
Well, Eva Hubbard couldn't have done much better there, could she? And they'll be keen to get her in those sort of situations again down the left flank, because they've got that great threat on either flank now, haven't they? With Hubbard on the left, Rossiter on the right.
That's always a danger for defences, when you can sometimes nullify one side. 3 tons, we've got 2 sides now, left and right hand side, in terms of Hubbard and Rossiter. That counter-attacking with pace and quality.
Leesdale's throwing. Fullback gets it back again here. Good take by Imogen Riches. Leesdale. Beckford wants it and gets it, and has Abdullahi in support. Look to get it back to Beckford. Doesn't quite run for the white ball. Foster has been neat and tidy, hasn't she, in that midfield? Beckford played it wide. Straight at the goalkeeper. Woods with the effort. Will they see this through, the white ball? The side from Bury in the northwest. We're 2-0 up, but Molly Hall off the bench to reduce the deficit, and it's making for fascinating fare at Wembley as we approach the final 10 minutes. It's Foster's pass. Out wide here is Charlie Shaw. Abdullahi having a run at Thomas, and Abdullahi's through. Try to just toe poke it towards goal. I think Catchpole did just enough to put her off.
Yeah, I think so. Just sometimes go with your laces and just hit it as hard as you can, and hit it high. Just gets that little bit of luck. Baker's the player that just plays it back into their path, and then all of a sudden she's away. Just hit your laces through it.
Some more activity on the benches. Etheridge coming off here, as is Lena Nagib. Paige Wakefield has come back on here, as you speculated she might do, Adam. Clearly one of the most technically gifted players out on the pitch. She's got 10 minutes to try and influence things here. Jo Braun, the other player who's come on for the 3 tons as they seek an equaliser at Wembley. Charlie Shaw with the pass. 2 well-matched teams here. Foster played it forward. Shaw. Abdullahi. Catchpole got there first. Hall with the flick on, looking for Rossiter. Two sets of players having to dig deep here. The nerves on the touchline. It's Pip Wakefield watching on now, the player who got the opening goal, finished so well when set up by her captain Jess Lawson. game that's held the attention really well right throughout. A good watch. This Women's Pub Cup final. Foster. Beckford. What they're doing here, which is quite impressive out in the white ball, they're managing this situation quite well, aren't they?
There's a bit more space when you get the ball just through the players, giving absolutely everything in terms of, we know this pitch is very big, we know that sometimes in the last 10 minutes we see players fatigue. What the white ball have done, as you mentioned quite rightly, in the last 5 minutes or so, just taking control of the game now. They get past the ball, they know they've got time.
Hubbard. Joe Braun is central. It's asked a lot of Hall to get to that. It looked like they might have had a promising situation there.
I think Joe Braun would just be slightly disappointed with that one. I mentioned about just taking that touch. You got a little bit more time on the ball than you probably think.
Run for Rossiter. Neve Thomas with the throw in then for the 3 tons. Will they get another chance to level things up? Thomas with the header. Rossiter beaten in the air by Priest. Rossiter pointed where she wanted that, as all good wingers do. It's a throw in deep in white ball territory here, which Rossiter will leave for Thomas. Wakefield takes up a position on the edge of the box. 5 minutes to go.
They've worked themselves really back into the game. The 3 tons, but they got that one last chance left in them. Hasn't quite fallen them from the last 10 minutes or so, but the pressure's still on.
It's going to be interesting to see whether the white ball just sit back a little bit now, whether it will invite pressure from the 3 tons. They've got some pacey players on the counter though, the white ball. Hubbard. Hanifer. Hubbard. Thomas. I was saying there was a hand involved there from Abdullahi, and there's no complaint from the number 9, and it's a free kick in a great position here for the 3 tons.
Well, she's done her work rate to get back. To track Thomas there, who seemed to have played their last part of this game. That's the right call there, hit the left hand.
And Thomas has gone off here, just waiting to see who the replacement is. Time to come into the game. Just over 3 minutes remaining. Free kick swung in dangerously. Abby Fisher it is who's come on. This is Rossiter. It largely in the white ball's half for a while now, the 3 tons, but not really troubling Meg Brett.
That's probably been the biggest issue, isn't it, Adam? Just getting there, but they're not having that moment again.
Delay working hard. Bloomfield with the cross. Cleared by Foster. And Wood got to it first, supported by Lawson. Here's the captain, Abdullahi makes the run down the left. Wood's up in support of Lawson, this is Abdullahi. And she could finish it off here. Good goalkeeping. She's been hurt in making that save as well.
She did really well there, to catch ball, because she knew that she couldn't miss time the challenge. Oh.
Yeah, Riches was brave at the feet of Abdullahi there. Riches seems to be okay. Catchpole struggling with cramp here. They've both put in so much effort out there.
Great game. Both sides have left absolutely everything out there.
She's going to have to come off here, the captain. So as we move into the final minute here, Catchpole, the captain, is off. And Thomas, who's only just gone off, has come back on again now. Rolling subs, they're perfectly able to do that. Clearly vital in the circumstances they switched on here and get it clear as they have. Foster with the pass. Abdullahi, another one now for the White Boar, and it would all be over. Hubbard with a nice turn. 3 tons looking to get players forwards. That was intended for Molly Hall. So 3 minutes of added time. 3 minutes for the 3 tons to find an equaliser and take us to a penalty shootout. Bloomfield. Paige Wakefield. Sent long, and Rossiter will chase it, but out comes Meg Brett, and she will be in no rush to send this forward. Abdullahi, all about keeping it now, isn't it, for the White Boar, not allowing the 3 tons the opportunity to level things up.
Game management now is just the most important time when you go into injury time, especially in a cup final. Take a yellow card sometimes from the referee just to try and waste a little bit more time.
It's a 3 tons throw. Bloomfield will take the throw in. Rossiter looking to wriggle away. The side from Berry, right on the brink of victory here. Is there going to be enough on that? I don't think there would have been for it to go out. Had to put it into touch, and surely this has to go straight into the box. Just over a minute of added time to go. Joe Braun with the throw-in. Abdullahi. Will there be one last chance maybe towards Hall? It's a case of anywhere would do there. Nicole Panifer's across to take this throw-in. Final 30 seconds or so at Wembley. Who's Where's that going to go? It's a throw into the white ball. Just a look at the watch there from the referee. All those connected with the white ball will be ready to celebrate. Another check of the watch. And there it is. The full-time whistle that means the white ball are the Pub Cup champions. And look what it means to them. The side from Bury in the northwest have come to the capital and won the cup. A fine effort from both sides, and the 3 tons made it more difficult for them than perhaps it looked as though it would be when they got the second right at the start of the second half. Pip Wakefield, one of those on the score sheet, and having come on at half-time, Rebecca Foster converted the penalty, which has ultimately proved to be the winning goal. We saw Molly Hall come off the bench to reduce the deficit to 1. A really good cup final.
Oh, brilliant, absolutely brilliant, Adam, to cap off a brilliant day in the Pub Cup. Thoroughly enjoyed the watch. Thought both teams gave absolutely everything, and almost a tale of two halves where you certainly felt that the white ball were really on top, and then that goal at the start of the second half, being the penalty, was a turning point. But I say full credit to both teams.
A special memory made at Wembley by the white ball. It finishes here. The white ball 2, the 3 tons 1.
Thank you very much, Adam. Rebecca Foster, scorer of what turned out to be the winning goal from the penalty spot, is with myself and Farah. Delighted?
Delighted, yeah, amazing. Look at this. I mean, an absolute dream. Yeah, it's a dream. Yeah.
Are you the normal penalty taker?
So I don't know if you know, but we're a team of players from different teams. So for my team, I am the penalty taker, but we have got a few penalty takers. But I said I want penalty.
You look nice and calm on it.
I love a penalty. Yeah, oh God, yeah. 10 yards out. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, well, I hope it was 12. I think it's probably 12. Yeah, that's okay. Farah, you were really impressed with the way Rebecca kind of controlled the game that second half from the middle of the pitch.
It looked like you come a little bit deeper in the second half when you had the 15 there, the 15 come off, and you look like you just started to take control in the second half. Is that your? It looked good. You enjoy it? Look like you was enjoying the game.
And I knew I only had 45 minutes, so I just emptied the tank for 45 minutes. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
The game at you hard, didn't they? I suppose you knew that would happen second half.
Yeah, that's it. We only get one opportunity to play at Wembley, so they've come out 1-0 down. They're going to come at us, aren't they? So yeah, no, it was good. It's good.
Yeah. And how much did it mean to you all? I know you play for different teams, you come together to play for the white ball, but to come to Wembley and win a final, wow.
Listen, we've been talking about it for a long time, and to be here and to win it, it's good. It feels really good. Really good.
To be the scorer of the winning goal, you'll be talking about that for the rest of your life, won't you?
I know. And can I just quickly say, I'm a high school teacher, and my high school's let me come here today. So I'd like to say thank you to Stockport Academy as well for letting me come here. So yeah.
Quite right too. Go and celebrate with your teammates. Thank you very much, Rebecca. Rebecca, scorer of the winning goal, Rebecca Foster, and the white ball with, as you can see, kids as well as I'm sure friends and family, all part of the scene here at Wembley. It's not every day, it's not every week, it's not every year you are champions at the National Stadium, but the white ball from Bury are exactly that, and great scenes as they all start dancing. Steve Sidwell's been dancing once or twice this afternoon.
I've been getting the dance moves from them. They're lively, aren't they?
They are lively.
Brilliant. This is
what it should be.
Listen, this is exactly what it's all about. You've got to have losers in the background, but you can see they're consolidating and a bit of team spirit there going on, and you know they give a good account of themselves today. Just come up short, but I thought the white ball in the end was worthy winners.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah, I would say so. It's interesting. They all come from 3 different teams, and then they put one team together to represent their local pub. It's interesting that they look like they played together for a long time. I think they were the better of the 2 teams over the 90 minutes and deserved the win. But I think it was a great game. I think both teams were really competitive. I mean, as I mentioned, they got themselves back into the game. Sorry, the 3 tons. Sorry, they got themselves back into the game, and me and Steve were sat in there up in the stand for the last 15 minutes thinking, is this going to penalties? Yeah. And I had my fingers crossed because he's already won one game today and I needed to win one, so I'm pleased for the girls.
There's a very bewildered baby on Mum's shoulder. I presume it's Mum's shoulders, right in the thick of it. But it's nice to see that the 3 tons are also in kind of celebratory mode. That's great to see, because you could easily be downcast, but you've come to Wembley and played in the final. It's
That's
great.
right. Something that they'll probably never do again. Hopefully, some of them might.
Exactly.
You never know in a game, but the chances are, and it's a day out that they'll remember. And like I said, these 2 teams definitely deserve to be here, because they put on a great show, a bit of spectacle. In fact, we said it, the men's game was great, don't get me wrong, but we really enjoyed that game. It was 2 teams really competitive and going toe to toe.
Yeah, absolutely. And they left everything out there. You saw players on both sides in the last 20 minutes, as you'd expect, getting cramp and feeling the pinch of 90 minutes on a big Wembley pitch.
Yeah. I told you, I got cramp in the FA Cup final after 60 minutes. They lasted a little bit longer than I did. But it's fantastic. I think this is one of the tunes the Lionesses after the game would come out to the crowd and celebrate with. So it's really nice to see both the teams, singing the song, dancing together in a group, and really appreciating the crowd, because they had a fantastic following for the game today, and it's been a fantastic occasion.
Yeah, we saw 1 or 2, and I understand it. 1 or 2 of the losing men's team feel a little bit disgruntled with the losers' medal.
Yeah.
I hope that's not the case now. It seems like it's not, because in some ways, as much as it must be a big disappointment, you've still got to Wembley. I mean, you've been the 2 best teams in the country at this level.
A fantastic achievement. First of all, just to take part of it is amazing, but to get to Wembley, be a part of the final, be a part of the occasion, I'm sure every one of them will walk up them stairs there, treasure the moment, get the medal, and look at it, for years to come, and remember what a great occasion it is to be at Wembley.
Absolutely, one of the days of your life, you'd hope. Of course, you hope for more, but if it doesn't happen ever again, you'll always be able to tell everyone that wants to hear
all the
it.
fans that have made the atmosphere and the day that it's good. Look, even the top tier and bottom tier, the music, it's been made to feel like a real good event for them.
Yeah, I hope so. And listen, there is something we've got not up our sleeve, but we gather that Jess Lawson, the skipper, with the baby there of the winning side, just might be about to get a special question from her boyfriend. I think you can see now what might be in store here. Whether she knew this was coming, Jess, I don't know. She looks quite moved, quite touched. Of course, we're all now bated breath. Will she accept? We sincerely hope so, otherwise this is going to be a massive disappointment. What a lovely moment.
Wow.
What a lovely moment. For the 3 of them, and of course for all the friends and teammates.
It's a good job they won. She's in a good mood.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I suspect it might have been plan B. If they lost. I don't know. But it looks like the dream ending.
Great that the whole team are involved as well, with the banner behind there. They was obviously all in with the secret. So what a great evening for them. Magnificent. Magnificent.
Yeah. Talk about picking your moment, eh? Wembley, cup winners.
Exactly that. I mean, it's a good job. The coach on the winning team proposing to one of his players, was obviously his girlfriend. So yeah, it's a great occasion. I mean, normally they'd have to pay to do this, right? So they've got it free. They're going to remember today and this occasion, and certainly this proposal for many years to come. What a place to do it! There we are. Look, they're announcing it on the tannoy.
And listen, we should pass the mic back to Adam Somerton, because the losing team are just picking up their medals before the winners go up. So back to Adam.
We weren't expecting that, were we? An emotional moment on the pitch at Wembley. Jess Lawson, the captain, soon to be married. Nice that her little girl Ava was all part of it too. Says she's just found her feet again. She was telling me yesterday, after taking some time out to have Ava, said that this would be an amazing experience to share with her family. It just got a little bit more amazing.
Amazing, wasn't it? So there could have been a first.
I thought she was excellent, by the way. Rebecca Foster, who came on at half-time and scored that penalty. Gave a good interview after the game as well to Matt. Such a special day for everybody, isn't it, involved with all of this? It means everything, doesn't it? It's what sport, it's what football, it's what life's all about, and it's just great to soak it all up. make their way up those steps that so many legends have walked up over the years. That in itself, Adam, is just an amazing experience.
It's just sometimes so real for players to follow great players in the past. As we saw the Lionesses in the summer, many a player before them as well, internationally and domestically. Just holds so many memories, doesn't it, Wembley Stadium? And now they've just created their own memories that will last a lifetime for them. The pictures, everything about it. You can't write it sometimes, it's just what Wembley does to you.
Very special place. Remember that this was, in terms of teams entered, the biggest women's pub cup we've ever had, a tournament that was first launched in 2017. I thought they were a credit to themselves as well. The 3 Tons, who are represented by the Needham Market ladies, a team based in Suffolk. They've had so much success, Adam, and you can see why, can't you?
Adam, I thought when you look at both games, I thought the first game, the deserves winners, I really felt that the 3 Tons possibly could have got something out of this game. I said their next goal was absolutely crucial, but just managed to hold on, didn't they?
It's worth just repeating as well, as Rebecca Foster said in her interview, that this team, this white ball team, it's essentially 3 different teams in the Northwest that have all come together, as they did for a previous tournament which ended with them winning a final at Stamford Bridge. It was like getting the band back together, they were telling me. They've all come back together for another go at another competition, and now they've only got and won it.
Yeah, I mean, you could just see that continuity right at the end when you really need it to grind things out and just get yourself over that line to be lifting that trophy. You have to do both sides of the game, and that's what they did brilliantly.
Here comes the captain, Jess Lawson, who will pick up that big trophy shortly. Having just been proposed to on the pitch, minutes later, now she gets to lift the Pub Cup for the White Boar, who are the champions of 2022. Big smiles all round. An unforgettable day for all concerned with the White Boar. What an achievement to come through this competition that was entered by dozens and dozens of teams, but they've come out on top. Rebecca Foster with what proved to be the winner. The 3 Tons just edged out in the end. But it is the White Boar's Day, the Pub Cup winners of 2022.
Yep, congratulations, as Adam says, to the White Boar and all that have come to support them here today at Wembley. And I don't really quite want to say commiserations to the 3 Tons. That feels in this circumstance like the wrong word. Yes, they've come so close, but they seem to have enjoyed themselves, and that is important, Farah.
For sure, I think they've lived out a dream playing here today. I think, as I mentioned before, it's many of football fans, players' dream to come and play at Wembley, even to just step on the turf. And I think they've showed their appreciation for actually just being here and living a dream once in a lifetime, and they can say what not many can say.
Didn't need the super sub in the end, the White Boar, did they? Trainers remained superbly white. But your team won earlier, Steve, so it's one apiece for you two, isn't it, today? You can both go home happy.
Everyone's going home happy. It seems as though everyone's enjoyed themselves today. Even now that the 3 Tons, they're on the pitch having pictures, selfies, the whole team, the whole squad, the management, the staff. Brilliant all round. I'm really pleased. It's been a great day, a great event, and it's been topped off. Smiles all round. So it's great stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, extraordinary day for the skipper of the White Boar, Jess Lawson, to get that marriage proposal after winning the cup here at Wembley. That is a day to remember forever, with the young baby very much front and centre. Okay, we are done, I think. Congratulations earlier to the Bull's Head, who won the men's Pub Cup final here at Wembley. And now, of course, with an absolute nod of thanks to the 3 Tons from Needham Market in Suffolk, who came and gave their all. Congratulations to the White Boar from Bury in Lancashire, who are this year's Women's Pub Cup winners. Thanks to Farah and to Steve, and of course for you, for your company here today. The White Boar with the trophy. Bye for now.